Got a fetish for my love. I'll push you out and you come right back. Don't see a point in.
Alright, so today I'm going to do a video on my 2017 favorites as well as 2018 resolutions. So, if you want to see what they are. Alright, so before we get started, I would like to apologize for not uploading for like a month. But I've had a lot of crazy stuff going on, and it was winter break, so I did some traveling, hung out with my family, and kind of got my life back in order. So it was necessary, but you know, it's life. So as you can see, I have my natural hair today. It's kind of short, but you know, it used to be, I think, here, so it's done some growing in the past year. So, thank God. But yeah, this is me with no extensions. Crazy. But to get right into it, I'm going to show you my favorite fragrance of 2017, which is Prada Candy. It smells like expensive candy, and it makes you feel very rich, and I'm like very congested, so I can still smell it because it's potent, but it's not overwhelming. So I do feel like it's worth the price point. I don't buy expensive perfume really that much. I mean, my brother bought this one for me for Christmas last year, and it's pretty much gone. But I still have hopes that maybe one day it'll just refill all on its own. Who knows? But it does smell great, and I always get compliments whenever I wear it. So it's warm, it's not overwhelming or anything. It doesn't overpower the room, which I think a lot of Chanel perfumes do, and some Prada ones do as well, but this one is definitely more suitable for me because I don't like super strong scents. I don't know, I think I have a very sensitive nose too, so I get kind of iffy about that whole thing. Alright, so moving on to my second favorite is my favorite self-tanner, and I used Jergens, the foam one, for a while, and it did work. It didn't leave me orange or anything, but it didn't get as dark as I wanted it to. I feel like I needed to apply it every single night in order to maintain and get the color that I wanted, and I was ending up spending like $35 a month on just Jergens, and I wasn't even getting the results that I wanted. So I was like, well, at that price point I might as well just get the tan that I want with Loving Tan. And I'm sure you all have heard of it anyway. I get the dark one. I'll get the ultra dark in the summer, but the dark one, it has like, it doesn't leave me orange. I get compliments all the time on it. Even in Florida, I got a spray tan, but then after like a few days, I just layered one of these on. Layered a layer of this on, and my tan looked great. I'll like insert a photo if you'd like. Oh, I just spilled a little on myself. But I highly recommend. I probably buy a bottle a month, and it lasts a long time. The tan is amazing. It doesn't wear off unevenly or anything, and it is more cool toned, which I like because I think it gives off more of a natural tan than like an orange one or anything. So I highly recommend that one. And then you can use like coupon codes and everything. I can find one and link it down below. Just for like a free mitt or an exfoliating mitt. I have both of them and they work great. This is just the mitt that comes with it, and it's super soft and helps get that flawless tan, which is necessary. Alright, but moving on to makeup. Fun, my favorite. Okay, so moving on to makeup, I'm going to start with my favorite primer, which is the Hangover Primer. Let's see if it'll focus. So freaking bright. I'm just sitting in front of the window too, but there we go, kind of. But it is, I have drier skin now, which I used to always have oily skin. It might just be the winter, but this stuff is very hydrating, and whenever I wear my Fenty or my NARS or like any just really full coverage, sometimes I'll see in my T-zone that it starts to kind of get blotchy, but when I wear this, I notice that it's just way better, and my skin doesn't get dry around my nose or anything. So it's honestly been a lifesaver. I need to purchase a new one of these. I'm almost out. But it smells great. It lasts forever, and I highly recommend it. I will definitely be purchasing that again. And then on to my favorite foundation. I use a lot of different foundations. Okay, not a lot, but I have like my favorites. And I don't buy foundation unless I know that I'm going to like it, because they are so expensive. But this one is the It's CC Cream Illumination. It's color correcting, illuminating, full coverage cream. I wore this every single day in Florida because it doesn't move. It's full coverage. It has SPF 50 in it, and I'm wearing it right now, and it just looks really natural. It looks like my skin, but better, which is the saying, and they nailed it. It's honestly, I cannot live without this. I can, but I would have horrible skin. So, by the way, sorry that I sound like a dying boy or something, but I'm getting over a cold, and today I feel like I'm alive for the first time. It's awesome, but my voice is pretty much shot to hell. But I had to go down a shade because it is winter, and I normally wear tan, but this one is medium tan, which you would think medium tan would be darker than tan. That's not the case. It goes medium, medium tan, tan. So I got the medium tan, which I'm wearing right now. It's just not as orange, and fits more of the winter skin tone that I seem to have. Lovely. But yeah, moving on. My favorite eyeshadow palette, which my friend should guess this. It is the Tartelette. It's all matte. Tartelette Amazonian Clay Matte Palette. The Ride or Die. My best friend is an eyeshadow palette named Tartelette. Kind of sad, but whatever. It's gorgeous. I mean, let's see. There we go. I hit pan on this one, the Force of Nature, because it's just the perfect all-over lid color. It's awesome. But they're kind of cool toned, which I've noticed like this year a lot of palettes are going more warm toned. Like I have the Modern Renaissance, I have the Peach palette, but this one just kind of brings home all the purples and has a great black too, which is just, you put in the corner of your eye and you're got the fucking perfect smoky eye. It's great. And it's lasted me forever. Like I think I got it last fall, I think. So even in 2016, but I really got into it and dug deep in 2017. So it's definitely been a ride or die, and the pigments are great, and I highly recommend it to anyone who's looking for just a staple eyeshadow palette. And then still going off of eyes, another Tarte product would be the Gifted mascara. Now, for a while I was denying myself good mascara because I was like, what's the point? All mascaras are the same. No. All mascaras are not the same. This one's better. Because, first off, cruelty-free and vegan. So, stick with that. And also, the brush on this one, it just gets all your lashes. I'm wearing fake lashes right now, but, like, and then the formula doesn't clump. It also doesn't run. It doesn't leave your lashes super stiff, and it's just perfect. I've tried so many mascaras. I tried the Roller Lash. I hated that one. I tried Better Than Sex. It's good, but I did find that it was flaky and my lashes were super stiff. But this one is perfect, and I recommend everyone try it. And even if you don't follow me, if you get anything out of this video, get the Gifted mascara. It's to die for. It's the best. So, I swear it's gonna be in my grave, like, by the Tarte Gifted me mascara. It's life-changing. Anywho, that's all my makeup for today. So now I'm going to move on to a book that I liked called Radical Self-Love. So 2017 was kind of like was probably one of the biggest learning experiences in my life. And I've had a lot, so you really think that you can't get many more learning experiences in there, but then, you know, shit happens and you kind of got to figure stuff out and find yourself and see that you are able to get through things that you never thought you'd be able to get through. So this book really helped a lot. Finding your own self-love for your own personal self, I've always struggled with that. And this year I have been able to find the direction that I want to go in and find just who I am and who I want to be. And this book kind of helped me with that. It's by Gayla Darling. She changed her name to Gayla Darling. I don't know what her name was before. She mentioned it once in the book, but she was like, I just wanted a different name, so I went out and changed my name to something that I loved. And I just think that is so cool. And I think all of us do so many things in our lives that we don't want to do. Like, we live in places we don't want to live and date people we don't want to date, when we don't have to do any of that. We can literally go out, we can pack all our shit up and move. Everything in our lives we have control over, and we can live our best lives if we really want to. And that's kind of what 2018 I want to do. And, you know, this book helped me kind of figure out what steps I needed to get to figure out what type of person I wanted to be and what direction I want to go into for 2018. And girls are always put down for loving themselves or being confident. It's either that people make fun of us for having low self-esteem or make fun of us for having self-esteem. Like, you might as well have self-esteem and not give a fuck, because everyone's always going to have an opinion. So you might as well be the opinion that loves yourself. And that's kind of where I'm at. I'm just going to do whatever I want to do, and that's best for me. And the people in my life are going to either love it or leave it. And as long as I'm okay with it, they'll be okay with it. So, I don't know. That book just really got to me. And I read a lot of other books, such as Light is the New Black by Rebecca Campbell. I'm trying to get through Almost Adulting by Artie and Rose, another YouTuber. So I just think there are a lot of good, inspiring women out there who are writing these great books that I kind of want to bring to my YouTube channel a bit more, because I am into reading and self-development and everything. But going off of that, I want to talk about my 2018 resolutions. Fun stuff. I kind of sit down every year for a little bit and just think, what do I want to accomplish? What goals do I want to set for myself? What can I better myself in the future? Like, what does future me want to be? And what steps do I have to take to get to her? So, thinking of that, I kind of wrote down some random goals. So, empty my email inbox. I honestly have like 1,000 emails just sitting in my inbox. And I have 3 emails. So that's 3,000 emails I have to get through. But I have 365 days to do so. So that's one of them. I just want to kind of declutter everything in my life. Filter everything out. And then save some money before I graduate. I mean, graduation's stressful enough. I don't want to also add money problems into it. Yes, I'm aware that I'm not going to be in the best financial situation. No one ever is when they graduate, but if I can better myself for that, then I would love to. Also, listen to more music and watch less TV. I am one of those people who I always have to be doing or listening to something in my apartment, otherwise I feel weird and alone. Not alone in like I hate being alone, but alone like creepy alone. So I have a speaker and I've been charging it, and the goal is to, instead of watching Netflix when I cook, just to listen to music or listen to a podcast or something like that, just to kind of get my head out of Netflix and out of my ass. Also, I've been doing this one, do yoga once a week. I did a yoga class last week in Austin, Texas, which was awesome. Although I realized how out of shape I was when it came to flexibility. There were 50-year-old men standing on their heads. It was amazing, and I realized I want to be able to do that shit. So I went to a yoga class this week as well. Iowa State offers free ones, and if you didn't know, I go to Iowa State. So just during the rec services and everything, I attend their yoga classes, which is awesome. I love it. I also want to meditate 3 times a week. Last year, up until I'd say April, I meditated probably every day during the week, and it was amazing. Like, I really started to see my anxiety levels and depression just kind of subsiding, and I really want to get into that again. It is hard for me to just kind of sit down with myself and focus on one thing, but I think there are just so many studies and stories to kind of go off of saying how beneficial meditating is, and I really want to get into that again. I meditate with crystals and incense, and I sound like a crazy hippie, but it really does help me. And I don't know if you can tell by my room, but I'm kind of a hippie who loves makeup, which you don't see that often. I also want to visit Portland. I know that's weirdly specific, but I find that if I'm more specific with my goals, then I get them accomplished. So I want to visit Portland, Oregon. So if anyone wants to go with me to Portland, Oregon, or have any ideas to where to go in Portland, then comment below, because I'm just, I don't know, it sounds awesome. I've always wanted to go. That in Seattle, so maybe I'll make it like one big trip. Do the West Coast. Work out 4 times a week, which I already do, and upload 4 times a month to YouTube. So I'll be seeing more of you guys. I always want to try my best. I am trying to add more vegan meals. Graduate college. I graduate this spring, so I gotta find a job. That's another one. And do more nice things. I want to be a more caring person to my friends and family. Not because, you know, I'm learning to care more, but because I want to show them that I am there for them. And I want to go out of my way to do more nice things for people, because that's what life is sort of about. You know, others. And I don't want to be so self-involved. And in college, everyone kind of gets self-involved. And I don't want to be like that. I want to volunteer. I want to go out of my way to really help people, because it really makes me happy to do something like that. So if any of you guys want to comment down below your New Year's resolutions, I would, you know, love to hear from you. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of random, but hopefully you got to see a little more about me and my 2018 goals. So hold me accountable. I'd like that, internet and YouTube friends. Hold me accountable. Make sure that I keep my shit together this year. It's not an easy thing to do. Also, this is Daisy. Daisy, do you have any New Year's resolutions? No, she's perfect. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye, guys. Bye. Okay, thanks.
Got a fetish for my love.